Shalom, call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which means all praises to Yahweh, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who you people ignorantly call God, by Hashem in the name of Yahushua, which is the name of the only begotten Son, who you people ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Pastor, I want to give a shout out to the oculus pushing and spreading his word throughout the four corners of the earth, who is also uplifting the names Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And to you confusion of face, brothers and sisters out there whose bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our forefathers, though you may look like one of the heathen nations that you're scattered amongst, the heathen nations being any nation outside of these 12 tribes. And the same, if your sea line goes back to one of these tribes through the man, and if your spirit bear witness with this word and its truth and you can receive it, to the confusion of face, brothers and sisters, though you do look like the other nations, if these do apply, you are Israelites. To the few Akwaf, which is you sisters that do listen and learn, Shalom. And to the elect of the nation of Israel, wherever you may be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, who this word is going out to, Shalom to you as well. To you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you combine, consist, and make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You are the Hebrew Israelites, the chosen people of the Most High Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, from your particular tribe. Okay, and I have a article on RT News. It says Israel may spark a war if it joins U.S.-led flotilla in Persian Gulf. Iran Navy's chief warns. All right. So it says Tehran has advised Israel to stay clear of the Persian Gulf, where the U.S. has been struggling to amass an anti-Iranian armada, knowing that every vessel illegally present in the region increases the risk of an all-out conflict. Any illegitimate presence by the Zionists in the waters of the Persian Gulf could spark a war, commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Navy, Eli Reza Tangsiri, warned on Sunday. Israel reportedly volunteered to provide intelligence and assistance to the U.S.-led coalition against Iran as the pressure in the Persian Gulf mounts. After a series of mysterious tankers attack and reciprocal vessel sieges by Iran and the UK, Israel warned last month that it is ready to strike Iran in the case of any mistaken calculations, piling on the pressure at the Tehran said a U.S. attack would mean only half an hour would remain of Israel's lifespan. The Islamic Republic has vowed to protect its sovereignty in the Strait of Hormuz and beyond, accusing the U.S. of trying to enforce its unilateral oil sanctions through military pressure after failing to do it via political extortion. Washington insists its intentions are peaceful and that it is rallying foreign warships to the region with the noble goal of protecting shipping lanes and vessels from Tehran. So far, the U.S. has had trouble drumming up support for its maritime policing initiative among European countries, as only the UK has been eager enough to send two of its vessels in the midst of the tensions. So that's the article. There it is. But this is actually prophecy. So alright, this is let me see. It's alright. Josh started Jeremiah 50 and 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. Okay? Iran, Russia, China. As you see now, the ongoing trade dispute that's continuing to boil, and when you seen the effects of that too. Okay? Who else? The EU nations, even though they're so-called allies with America as of now. All these nations that you see on the news are rising up. Okay? They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Everyone put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. What's the old daughter of Babylon? Right here in America, man. You seeing that attitude towards America, man. All these nations, okay, are rising up against the daughter of Babylon, which is America. Okay? These nations have had it. Jeremiah 51:7. Okay? For Babylon have been going up in the Lord's hand. Therefore the nations in the earth have drunken of the wine thereof. Therefore the nations are mad, man. So these nations have had it with America, okay, and their bullying tactics, especially Iran. Okay? The king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pains as a woman in travail, man. Okay? America sees that none of these nations, North Korea, I forgot to add that, none of these nations, okay, are supping with it. Okay? That's why America is basically sanctioning the hell out of so many nations, doing anything it could, basically causing unrest in certain countries, just like Hong Kong. It's coming out that America had their hands, okay, in the unrest that's going on over there, which I'm not surprised. We already knew that. But it says, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong, but I will make them suddenly run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he hath taken against Babylon and his purposes, that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make them their desolate habitation desolate with them. Who's the least of the flock? The people that you see, okay, within the land of Israel right now, the imposters who claim to be, okay, us, I mean the so-called Negroes, okay, who are the real Jews, man, okay, claiming our heritage, that they're the Israelites, man, okay. Those gutter rats, those Amalekites, okay, in the land of Israel right now, man. Okay? Who's behind the mess? They're the least of the flock, and that's what's happening. Okay? Whenever they do something, America's automatically gonna be back behind it, man. Okay? So that's what's gonna happen. Okay? The least of the flock is gonna draw them out, man. Okay? And they're gonna get destroyed. The land of Israel is gonna be destroyed as well, man. Okay, because the heathens, mainly, okay, the Amalekites over there, they polluted, okay, the land of Israel. The land of Israel is polluted, okay, because the original people, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is confusing the face as well, not to forget you, okay, you're not in the land, okay, they're in the land polluting it, okay, having, Pink City, I think they call it, the gay parades, okay, eating abominable foods over there, just doing all types of wickedness over there. Okay, so that land's gonna get destroyed too, and they're gonna be destroyed along with their brother right here in America, man. These Edomites right here in America, man. Okay, this is Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of the coming of the end of the world? Right? And Yahweh answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many, and ye shall have wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And all these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay? And that's what's happening. You're seeing the wars and rumors of wars, man. China just recently threatened that they're going to take military action. I believe if America tries to search out a military site, a missile site, some of you might know what I'm talking about, within a region that they control, I believe. Okay, Iran is threatening this right here. Iran is threatening, okay, that Israel, that if they try to do what their big brother America over here does by trying to go into the Gulf, okay, that they're gonna that they're basically they threatened that they were gonna destroy, okay, Iran. I mean not Iran. They was gonna destroy Israel, man. Okay. So all these are the wars and rumors of wars in the kingdom against kingdom. That's what you're seeing. These kingdoms fighting against each other. Okay. And eventually, the Lord's going to let them have it. Joel 3:1. I started the first verse because this is the purpose of all this. This Joel 3:1, for behold, in those days and that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Okay, you Israelites. Okay? Because Baruch 3:8 says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. Okay? We were made a reproach and a curse and subject to payments due to the iniquities of our forefathers. Right? And also Jeremiah 50:33 says that the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all their captives refused to let them go. Quickly paraphrasing. So that's why the Lord, that's the time we in. The Lord is going to bring us out of this captivity. Okay? And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay? And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nations and parted my land. Okay? And that's about to be fulfilled. Joel 3:9, proclaim this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Be your excuse me. Beat your plowshares and the swords and your broom hooks and the spears, let the weak sound strong. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about, that the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened, come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. Okay? The Lord's gonna take have these nations basically go to war with each other. Okay? That's the time we in. Okay? The time of war, as it says in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. The time of hate and the time of war. Isaiah 34:1, come near ye nations to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter, man. These nations, okay, don't realize, these heathens, they don't realize that this third world war that they're about to fight, okay, because you have China and I believe Russia, and you got a little bit of India. They believe that they're gonna be able, okay, to move up on the economic, just the world stage. When it comes to the world stage, they're gonna move up, man. They're gonna be the next, okay, ruling empire. But that's not the case, man. The Lord is delivering you all to the slaughter, man. Okay, because what you've done to the children of Israel, okay, his people. The slain also shall be cast out, and the stench shall come up out of their carcasses, and the melted shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, as a falling fig from the fig tree, man. So when this war pops off, this ain't gonna be like World War One. This ain't gonna be like World War Two. Okay? This is gonna be, okay? This is gonna be a bloodbath. This is gonna be way more bloody than all the wars that this country has been brought into, man, has gone into. Okay, this is gonna be on a whole different level. Okay, because this is the end. This is the last hurrah for Esau Edom, who is the self-proclaimed white man. Okay. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which, if you go into Idumea, that's Greek for Edom. Okay, the nation of Edom, and upon the people of my cursed judgment. Okay. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra. Okay? And real quick to prove Basra is who is he talking to when he's talking to Basra. You know? This is why he's doing this. Isaiah 63:1. Who is that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That is glory. That is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. That's what you see it right now with America, because America is the main HQ of Edom, the nation of Edom, man. Okay, you Edomites, okay, who are still here today. Okay, this is the you through America, okay, boast and show off your great strength, man. You have the weapons, man. Okay, that sword you're living by. Okay, you have the best of the military weapons, but now we're in the time when the Lord has basically raised up these other nations, okay, to a point where they could destroy you now. They're at the point where they could destroy you now. Okay, I just speaking righteous might have said, but just had to get that. Going back to where I was at. Isaiah 34:6, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And the unicorn shall come down with him, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made fat with fatness. That does not sound like love. That sounds like the Lord want to come back and judge the hell out of these people. Okay? And that's what he's come to do. For what? For it's the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. Real quick, I got it the other day. I'm going to get it again. Zion is who? Psalms 53. In case you don't know. And 6. Okay? Actually, I started the first verse. I don't mind starting at the first verse. Psalms 53:1. Pointing the 6th verse. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. Who says that? Esau Edom. Esau Edom, okay, believe he is the Most High. He believes that, and these people out here look at him as he has some God complex on him. But that's not the case anymore, because we in the time of that man of sin being revealed. Yahweh looked down from heaven upon the children of men to seek if there were any that did understand, that did seek Yahweh. Every one of them is gone back. They are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon Yahweh. Okay? And what does it say in Zechariah 11:5? Okay? Feed the flock of my feed the what did it say? Feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. That's what Esau does. Esau slaughters our people and hold himself not guilty. Esau will shoot Jake down, and then that officer will get off, and they'll have a celebration, man. Plus, he'll have basically benefits from doing it. They get paid lots of money from doing that. Okay? So you eat up the Lord's people. There were they in great fear where no fear was. For Yahweh hath scattered the bones of him that encampeth against thee, thou hast put them to shame, because Yahweh hath despised them. Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion, when Yahweh bringing back the captivity of his people. And that's what he's about to do. And Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad. And that's the time we in. That's why we should be glad that this is happening. Okay, this has to happen, you know, in order for us to be raised out of this captivity and put back in our rightful rulership, because we're the real judges of this earth, man. Okay? We're the Lord's chosen people, man. Okay? We're not meant to be in this lower state serving Esau. Okay, being on the bottom to these heathens. We were put on there because of the iniquities of our forefathers, because we went off. But now the Lord's about to, okay, set up a ruler that's profitable, because Esau is not profitable. Okay? And you see that every day. So, that's the lesson. You know, call Halal Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yahweh Ratazah. You know, this was edifying. Shalom to the elect.